we want to be transparent. So we have an open bidding, whereas a closed bidding, the seller's trying to get a ton of money. Let's talk about open bidding. So welcome everyone. I'm Ted Thomas, and for the last 30 years, I've been involved in tax defaulted property and tax lien certificates. And the question has come up about open bidding. So let's discuss this. Government auctions are transparent. So put that word in the back of your mind. It's transparent. Transparent means you can see everything going on. When you go to a government auction, like a tax defaulted auction or a tax lien certificate auction, people are going to raise their hand. And when they raise their hand, sometimes the auction will actually give you a bidder's card, and you can hold up a bidder's card and you have a number. All right, so this is an open auction. They usually conduct it on the courthouse steps or one of the big rooms that the government might have at the county or wherever they might choose. So they're going to have this auction. When they have the auction, it's open bidding. It means it's open to the public, means anybody can show up. It's open to anybody that wants to bid whatever they want to bid. It's open. But it's really nothing more than a shout out. I'm going to do it. Shout out. That means I'm going to bid. And I raise my number, 301. Or if they don't want you to do it that way, they might want you to raise your hand and yell out the bid. So I bid 7,000. Someone else bids 75. I bid 8,000. And then that's a shout out auction. So that's an open auction. So anybody can go to these auctions. Now there's other kinds of auctions. We can discuss those. But the government, they want to get rid of these properties. And what they're trying to do is they have an abundance of everything. So let me give you just a little insight. There's more than 3,000 counties in the United States. They're all going to auction tax defaulted property, including land. They're going to auction these properties off. And they want to get that done. So if they don't have an auctioneer there, a county employee will come from the fourth floor of the building, come down and say, okay, we're going to have an auction, folks. Auction number 777, do I have a bid? And if I'm a buyer, I'm going to say, I bid 4,000. And that's just a shout out open bidding auction. So if the room is full of people, 20 people or 50 people, well, anybody can shout out a bid. And when they shout out the bid, going once, going twice, going 3 times, just like you've seen in the movies. That's an open auction. Okay. Now remember, it's open to a couple of different things. It's always going to be in a public place and anybody can attend it. So it's open, meaning it's transparent. So always think of open auctions as being transparent. So you're going to learn a lot more about that, and we're just getting started. I love these government auctions because the bidder that knows what they're doing, you can do it like that. 7,000, whatever your number is, you can shout it out. It's a shout out auction. Closed bid, the opposite of that, would be someone that has their own property, could be a seller, or could be a broker that organizes a sale, or a group of people, and they want to sell a property. Okay, they want to get the highest price. Now, the government doesn't go for highest price. They sell it to the highest bidder, but they want to get rid of stuff. Because if you get in the tax defaulted business, you're going to find it's a business of abundance. All right, so the seller that wants to get top dollar, they say, I'm going to have a silent auction. They might put a reserve price on it. So what they say, closed bidding. So it goes in an envelope, see? All right, so you put your bid in the envelope, and then you send it in, but you don't know if you bid high enough. So what you do is you kind of put a little extra in your bid. Well, that's what that seller wants. They want you to bid that son of a gun up. So they send it out to all the people with money and say, okay, you guys got money, bid. The seller's going to get more money that way than the government is. The government says, we just want to get rid of them, but we want to be fair. We want to be transparent. So we have an open bidding, whereas a closed bidding, the seller's trying to get a ton of money. So you see the difference between the government trying to get rid of tax defaulted property, 10, 20 cents on the dollar, as against the buyer that's trying to get a premium price. When you go to an auction, it's dramatic. You go to a government auction, people are yelling and screaming, and I want my bid. Oh, I want theirs. It's not going to be some casual, laid-back deal like this. There's going to be action. There's going to be drama. It's going to be, this is a big, big deal. And sometimes at the big auctions, they have to change the auctioneer every hour because it's going like this. Fast as I can clap my hands. You think I'm joking? This is how fast an auction goes. It's dramatic. It's really happening. A silent auction is silent. Well, who needs silence? You're not in a rest home, right? All right, so silent auction. All right, closed bid, it's in an envelope. They're going to take all those envelopes and they're going to open them all at the same time. What's exciting about that? Some guy, oh, okay, this guy wants to pay more than everybody else. He's going to get it. So not too much excitement at a closed bidding. Listen, I'm teaching tax liens, tax defaulted properties. You want action. You want to get the best price you can. You want it to happen. Those guys that are selling closed bid, a closed auction, they're waiting. That auction might take 3 or 4 days for all the bids to come in. It's like a bunch of, moving along at snail's pace. So that's the difference. All right, folks, before I finish today, I want to tell you a couple of things. I've been in the tax defaulted business for a long, long time. Most of my life, as you can tell, I got some little bit of hair, but I'm a gray-haired old guy that's been doing this. And this is a business of abundance. There's a lot of properties to sell. Now, do you have to learn something? Yes. Now, this isn't going to be buying a property and then you're going to be rich next weekend. That's not going to happen. But here's what the deal, and this is why it's so good. 3,000 plus counties in the United States are going to auction properties. All right, now those 3,000 counties do not want the property. So what they did is they confiscated a property from someone that didn't pay their taxes. Now, once they've confiscated the property, what are they going to do with it? Well, they're just going to have an open auction. And so big counties with large populations, they're going to have hundreds, sometimes thousands of these properties. All right, now sometimes the county employees will do that. More recently, they've been hiring auctioneers to do that, but it doesn't matter. It's open. Everything is transparent. You can ask questions. Every auction has auction rules. All right, so you can get those auction rules. They're right online. Now, these properties are being sold for 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents on the dollar. Why are they selling so low? Because the government wants to get rid of these properties. There's an abundance of tax defaulted property. There's going to be 5,000 auctions this year. So you want to learn what we're talking about. Now, how do you want to do that? I conduct an all-day, one-day workshop. It's not free. Let me say that again. It's not free. I'm not an internet marketer. I'm an educator. I'm an author. I'm a publisher. And I'm an investor. All right, so you want to learn how to invest in these things? You can come to my one day, all day. Right below me, we'll show you how to sign up for that. Now, folks, I want to invite you and give you something free, okay? Right below me, there's going to be an auction calendar. All right. Now, in the small counties, they only have a few properties. In the large population counties, they've got a lot of properties. But with the interactive map, you can just use a cursor, take it any state you want to go to in any county, and you can find out what properties are available. But what I'd like to do for you, if you'd like to know when and where those auctions are, you could get a special auction map that'll tell you about that. Just sign up below. I'm Ted Thomas.
It's a secure program. I wish I had known this years ago.
So much more richly rewarded and it's not a lot of work, and anybody can do this. You don't need any special skills.